Hi, I'm Leah Courtney. I'm a homeschooling mom and business owner at As We Walk Along the Road. Today I want to talk about homeschool Bible curriculum. Now, if you've been looking for a homeschool Bible curriculum that is unique and that will really help get your family involved in learning more about the foundational truths of the Bible, you need to check out Apologia's Word in Motion curriculum. We've been reviewing this awesome curriculum lately, and I really believe it is truly unique. I have been around the block and I've seen quite a few different versions of homeschool Bible curriculum, but I've never seen anything just like Apologia's Word in Motion. This curriculum uses this textbook as well as a supplementary student notebooking journal and extras that you can access online on Apologia's Book Extras site. So there's information in the beginning that's going to help you know how the course is structured and how each week is going to go as you're using this curriculum. In the Old Testament curriculum, the first section involves covering the historical narrative that takes place throughout the Old Testament. So students are going to get an overview of the story that happens throughout the Old Testament. In the second section, students are going to go through each individual book of the Old Testament, learning about how it was written, why it was written, who wrote it, when it was written, and that sort of thing. So each lesson is going to begin with a streaming video that is accessed from the Book Extras site. After you watch the video, you're going to go through the textbook and read the lesson with your kids. This is a great opportunity for you to read aloud, for you to gather the whole family together to do Bible and learn more about the Bible together. The textbook has a lesson that goes along with the video from that week. There are articles that go along with each lesson, as well as this really cool section that has a character from that week's lesson speaking to you and telling you more about what happened. There are discussion questions, a let's talk about it section that will guide you through talking about the lesson with your kids. And then each lesson also ends with a prayer section so you can pray about what you've learned in that week's lesson. After you go through this narrative section, then you're going to get into the section that's teaching you about individual books of the Bible. So we start with Genesis and Job chronologically, and in these lessons, students are going to get an overview of the book of the Bible and information about key words and key verses from each one of those books. These sections also have brightly colored articles and information that you can discuss that goes along with each lesson. And these lessons also end with the prayer section so you can pray together as a family. In addition to this textbook, there is an awesome student notebooking journal. And I've used various other Apologia curricula over the years, and one of the things I love most about their curriculum is the notebooking journals that go along with it, because I feel like these really allow the kids an opportunity to interact with what they're learning. So in the student notebooking journal, as you're going through the first section of lessons with the narrative story of the Old Testament, students will have a place where they can take notes either from the video or from the textbook lesson that you're reading. They have a place to copy key verses. They have graphics that help them to illustrate the story that you're talking about in that section. And then as you finish up the narrative section, there are some nice extras here to help kids remember what they've been learning. These story discs go along with each section of the narrative story that you've talked about. And on the front, have a word that will help them remember the part of the narrative. And on the back, have a motion that they're going to learn. So as they go through each lesson, they're learning these motions, and the motions are going to help them remember what you've learned in the story section about each part of the Bible narrative. There are also pages that help them to create their own Bible storybook. So they'll have a mini book that takes them all the way through the narrative of the Old Testament. And then as you get into the second part of this curriculum and you're looking at the individual books of the Bible, there are still sections for kids to take notes, to answer questions, and to copy key verses. There are also some coloring pages and reminders of the book of the Bible, the key words, and key verses. So this ties in really nicely with everything that you are covering in your main part of your curriculum. The online extras have streaming videos that go with each lesson, as well as videos that go over the motions for each lesson as kids are learning the motions. After you've finished your study through the Old Testament, which is designed to take one homeschooling year, then you can dive into the New Testament with the Word in Motion New Testament curriculum. Just like the Old Testament curriculum, the New Testament curriculum is broken down into two main sections. The first section walks you through the narrative story of the New Testament. The second section breaks down each book of the New Testament, looking at the book and the author, when it was written, and more information about the individual book. So there's going to be a weekly suggested schedule, again, to help you break down the information. The textbook is going to have information about each lesson. So after you've watched the streaming online video, you can read the same information in the textbook. It has the engaging graphics that are going to keep kids interested as you're reading, and information about people that are in the stories. There are discussion questions and prayers, just like in the Old Testament part of the curriculum. Then in the second part, you're diving into each individual New Testament book. And just like in the Old Testament curriculum, you're going to get information about the author, when the book was written, and have a card and a keyword that help you to remember the information about that book. So if you're looking for a way to really dive into the Bible with your family, and you want something that's really going to walk your family through the foundational truths of the Bible, make sure you check out the Word in Motion Bible curriculum from Apologia.